A reading from the book of Ezra chapter 7. Many years later, when Artaxerxes was emperor of Persia, there was a man named Ezra. He traced his ancestors back to Aaron the high priest as follows. Ezra was the son of Sariah, son of Azariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Shallum, son of Zadok, son of Ahitub, son of Amariah, son of Azariah, son of Merioth, son of Zerahiah, son of Uzi, son of Bukki, son of Abishua, son of Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron. Ezra was a scholar with a thorough knowledge of the law which the Lord, the God of Israel, had given to Moses. Because Ezra had the blessing of the Lord his God, the emperor gave him everything he asked for. In the 7th year of the reign of Artaxerxes, Ezra set out from Babylonia for Jerusalem with a group of Israelites, which included priests, Levites, temple musicians, temple guards, and workers. They left Babylonia on the 1st day of the 1st month, and with God's help, they arrived in Jerusalem on the 1st day of the 5th month. Ezra had devoted his life to studying the law of the Lord, to practicing it, and to teaching all its laws and regulations to the people of Israel. Emperor Artaxerxes gave the following document to Ezra, the priest and scholar, who had a thorough knowledge of the laws and commands which the Lord had given to Israel. From Emperor Artaxerxes to the priest Ezra, scholar in the law of the God of heaven. I command that throughout my empire, all the Israelite people, priests and Levites that so desire, be permitted to go with you to Jerusalem. I, together with my 7 counselors, send you to investigate the conditions in Jerusalem and Judah in order to see how well the law of your God, which has been entrusted to you, is being obeyed. You are to take with you the gold and silver offerings which I and my counselors desire to give to the God of Israel, whose temple is in Jerusalem. You are also to take all the silver and gold which you collect throughout the province of Babylon, and the offerings which the Israelite people and their priests give for the temple of their God in Jerusalem. You are to spend this money carefully and buy bulls, rams, lambs, grain, and wine, and offer them on the altar of the temple in Jerusalem. You may use the silver and gold that is left over for whatever you and your people desire, in accordance with the will of your God. You are to present to God in Jerusalem all the utensils that have been given to you for use in the temple services, and anything else which you need for the temple you may get from the royal treasury. I command all the treasury officials in the west of Euphrates province to provide promptly for Ezra the priest and scholar in the law of the God of heaven everything he asks you for, up to a limit of 7,500 pounds of silver, 500 bushels of wheat, 550 gallons of wine, 550 gallons of olive oil, and as much salt as needed. You must be careful to provide everything which the God of heaven requires for his temple, and so make sure that he is never angry with me or with those who reign after me. You are forbidden to collect any taxes from the priests, Levites, musicians, guards, workers, or anyone else connected with this temple. You, Ezra, using the wisdom which your God has given you, are to appoint administrators and judges to govern all the people in west of Euphrates who live by the law of your God. You must teach that law to anyone who does not know it. If any disobey the laws of your God or the laws of the empire, they are to be punished promptly by death or by exile or by confiscation of their property or by imprisonment. Ezra said, "Praise the Lord, the God of our ancestors. He has made the emperor willing to honor in this way the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. By God's grace I have won the favor of the emperor, of his counselors, and of all his powerful officials. The Lord my God has given me courage, and I have been able to persuade many of the heads of the clans of Israel to return with me." The word of the Lord. A reading from the book of Ezra, chapter 8. This is the list of the heads of the clans who had been in exile in Babylonia and who returned with Ezra to Jerusalem when Artaxerxes was emperor. Gershom of the clan of Phinehas, Daniel of the clan of Ithamar, Hattush, son of Shechaniah of the clan of David, Zechariah of the clan of Parosh, with 150 men of his clan. There were records of their ancestry. Elihoenai, son of Zerahiah of the clan of Pahath Moab, with 200 men. Shechaniah, son of Jahaziel of the clan of Zattu, with 300 men. Abed, son of Jonathan of the clan of Adin, with 50 men. Jeshiah, son of Athaliah of the clan of Elam, with 70 men. Zebadiah, son of Michael of the clan of Shephatiah, with 80 men. Obadiah, son of Jehiel of the clan of Joab, with 218 men. Shelomith, son of Josephiah of the clan of Bani, with 160 men. Zechariah, son of Bebai of the clan of Bebai, with 28 men. Johanan, son of Hakatan of the clan of Asgad, with 110 men. Eliphalet, Jewel, and Shemaiah of the clan of Adonikam, with 60 men. They returned at a later date. Uthai and Zakur of the clan of Bigvai, with 70 men. I assembled the entire group by the canal that runs to the town of Ahava, and we camped there 3 days. I found that there were priests in the group, but no Levites. I sent for 9 of the leaders: Elizur, Ariel, Shemaiah, Elnathan, Jarib, Elnathan, Nathan, Zechariah, and Meshullam, and for 2 teachers, Joiarib and Elnathan. I sent them to Iddo, head of the community at Casiphia, to ask him and his associates, the temple workers, to send us people to serve God in the temple. Through God's grace, they sent us Sherebiah, an able man, a Levite from the clan of Mahli, and 18 of his sons and brothers came with him. They also sent Hashabiah and Jeshiah of the clan of Merari, with 20 of their relatives. In addition, there were 220 temple workers whose ancestors had been designated by King David and his officials to assist the Levites. They were all listed by name. There, by the Ahava Canal, I gave orders for us all to fast and humble ourselves before our God and to ask Him to lead us on our journey and protect us and our children and all our possessions. I would have been ashamed to ask the emperor for a troop of cavalry to guard us from any enemies during our journey, because I had told him that our God blesses everyone who trusts him, but that he is displeased with and punishes anyone who turns away from him. So we fasted and prayed for God to protect us, and he answered our prayers. From among the leading priests I chose Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 others. Then I weighed out the silver, the gold, and the utensils which the emperor, his advisors and officials, and the people of Israel had given to be used in the temple, and I gave it to the priests. This is what I gave them: silver, 22 tons, 100 silver utensils, 70 kilograms, gold, 3,400 kilograms, 20 gold bowls, 8.4 kilograms, 2 fine bronze bowls, equal in value to gold bowls. I said to them, "You are sacred to the Lord, the God of your ancestors, and so are all the silver and gold utensils brought to him as free will offerings. Guard them carefully until you reach the temple. There in the priests' rooms, weigh them and turn them over to the leaders of the priests and of the Levites and to the leaders of the people of Israel in Jerusalem." So the priests and the Levites took charge of the silver, the gold, and the utensils to take them to the temple in Jerusalem. It was on the 12th day of the first month that we left the Ahava Canal to go to Jerusalem. Our God was with us and protected us from the enemy attacks and from ambush as we traveled. When we reached Jerusalem, we rested 3 days. Then on the 4th day, we went to the temple, weighed the silver, the gold, and the utensils, and turned them over to Meremoth, the priest, son of Uriah. With him were Eleazar, son of Phinehas, and 2 Levites, Jozabad, son of Jeshua, and Noadiah, son of Binui. Everything was counted and weighed, and a complete record was made at the time. All those who had returned from exile then brought offerings to be burned as sacrifices to the God of Israel. They offered 12 bulls for all Israel, 96 rams, and 77 lambs. They also offered 12 goats to purify themselves from sin. All these animals were burned as sacrifices to the Lord. They also took the document the emperor had given them and gave it to the governors and officials of west of Euphrates province, who then gave their support to the people and the temple worship. The word of the Lord.